Hey YouTube friends, this video is documentation of my healing process from a spiritual attack that I incurred March 31st of this year. Um, I have heard many people give their testimony of spiritual attacks that they were under for a year, 3 years, 10 years. I have yet to hear anybody, and it's not a badge of honor or anything, but yet to hear anybody who has dealt with spiritual attacks pretty much most of their lives unknowingly. But I have, and it wasn't until recent years that I found out what was actually happening in my life. I was very confused, very, very confused. But like I said, recent years has brought much clarity, and I'm very thankful. But the attack, it is what it is. So on March 31st, I'll give a whole story on how the attack occurred, but it caused massive damage to my kidneys. And what you're looking at is part of my healing process. It's now August, and I've just been dealing with the symptoms, not really having the energy to do a lot because of the symptoms, but I just really wanted to document this part of my healing process. So this is what you see right here is called SAW, and this is pretty much me bleeding out my kidneys through my meridian system. This is what I did yesterday because I could no longer take the pain in my body. In the medical, I am seeing a doctor for this, but they don't really help. Like from the beginning, when the symptoms were overwhelming and I was just like feeling drunk every day for about 2 to 3 weeks. The fatigue, like I've literally gotten no help from my doctor. They did a bunch of blood tests and urine tests or whatever that I need to go back and get the results and see what they say. But I instinctively, I'm here to be a healer, which is why I had to undergo so much attacks on my health. Just decided finally I need to start taking my healing process into my own hands because I don't want this to cause more damage than it already has. So yesterday I took it upon myself instinctively to finally do pytolodging, which resulted in this. Just pretty much, if you don't know what pytolodging is, it's just what would be called flogging or whatever. And I knew that this part of my leg needed it the most because of the intense pain that I felt when I slapped it. Now, if you slap a certain part of your body that's connected to a meridian and you feel extreme pain, it's because there's extreme blockages. And this would be the result after so many smacks, right? So I'm going to do something new that I haven't done before. This is the bleeding out of the meridian to clear and cleanse the organ, right? But I'm going to use this little handy dandy tool I have right here called a derma roll to see if I could help the bleeding out, the removal of some of this. I'm going to just start. I've already cleaned the area with alcohol, but I just instinctively feel like I need to help it along. So there's teeny little needles on this roller. I'm not going to do much of it, but I just want to kind of like help the process of healing because, again, this attack happened. I'm nobody's victim. Let's be sure that I make that clear because I am victorious. What the devil meant to take me out will not. It will actually be used to elevate me. The pain from 1 to 10, I would say is a 2 compared to the pain I felt as I was pytolodging out this organ, this meridian, to cleanse my kidneys. I did this years ago to my heart meridian, and unbeknownst to me, it cleared out a lot of damage to my heart. It didn't completely heal my heart. That was a process, but it greatly cleansed my heart chakra, my heart organ. This was about 2020, and after that flogging, after that pytolodging session, that healing session, y'all, I never